Hi, everyone, and welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. I'm Astro Coach Amy, and this evening we're going to be talking about the solar eclipse, which is happening on Sunday, February 26th, only 2 days away. And for those of us on the West Coast, it'll be happening at almost 7 a.m., about 6:58. The solar eclipse is when it's the new moon, whereas our lunar eclipse was our full moon 2 weeks ago. This is when the moon passes in front of the sun and it blocks it either partially or completely. And then the eclipse is what results in parts of the earth being covered in the shadow of the moon. Now, you're probably going to feel this energy a couple of days before and a couple of days after. So you'll probably feel this energy strongest, of course, on the eclipse Sunday, but you may feel the energy till Tuesday. It's only going to be visible from the southern tip of South America to Angola in Africa. And of course, that's weather permitting. Now, during this particular new moon and solar eclipse, not only will the sun and moon be in the air sign of Aquarius, but we'll also have Mercury and Neptune there. So 4 out of 10, that's quite a strong energy in Aquarius. And of course, this is the air sign that rules global change, innovation, humanitarianism, and metaphysics. Now, this cycle you may find yourself feeling wired without even using caffeine. So one of the very strong qualities of this eclipse is the reminder, because so much of the energy is in Aquarius, that we are connected. We are a large global family on Mother Earth who is cleansing because of our materialistic way of life, unfortunately. Now, something very positive and Aquarian I read today, living in Southern California. Of course, the big event, of course, is the Academy Awards on Sunday. And I read that many of the film stars and directors who always love to take a chauffeured limousine to the Academy Awards this year will be in Teslas. Of course, as many people know, it's one of the most luxurious and safest electrical cars ever designed. So this is a great example of using the visionary Aquarian energy to make a very powerful environmental statement, because this is a tremendously famous global event. Now, any of us that are living on planet Earth right now know that we have seen more political protests, film, writing. There's all kinds of the printed word and spoken word in the area of protest than we have probably seen since the Vietnam War. And I'm sure many of you weren't alive then. However, what's very significant and very Aquarian, because Aquarius does rule computers, it rules all kinds of technology and metaphysics, and these visionary tools that we use here in the world. Of course, some of these big changes are we now have social media and the World Wide Web. So these protests can be done in an instant, can't they? And they can be broadcast around the world and make an enormous impact upon our beliefs and our behaviors. And as we all know, we're seeing this daily. Now, what's really significant about an eclipse, as I mentioned, this is our second one in the cycle. It is a time of great change. However, it isn't just something that's going to occur on Sunday. It's energy, thoughts, different things that have been building up in your life for the last 6 months. And now with the eclipse, that energy is set free. Not always comfortable, but it does open things up and set a new tone spiritually, mentally, and physically. So it's an opportunity to plant new seeds of intention in all areas of your life. And the new moon and the new moon and solar eclipse, even though we'll feel the Aquarius energy, it is a quieter time of the month. The new moon is when things are germinating. They haven't come to fruition. That, of course, doesn't happen till the full moon. So this is an important time. And for many of us, myself included, we tend to resist things and we don't always want to change. But this is a time when chapters may suddenly close or open. I had one of those today myself. I was quite surprised. But instead, I put my energy into taking a walk and exercising and singing, and then doing this wonderful YouTube show to just close that chapter and trust there'll be a new one tomorrow, a new chapter. But there may be old fears or frustrations. There may be some negativity that has been hanging around that you can release. And the good news is, as these new chapters open, you may have miracles or solutions that you never thought possible. And this is a time to release some of those old limiting beliefs that have been in your way. This is also a time, if at all possible, to practice equanimity towards others and towards yourself. One of my favorite phrases is, thank you, I love you. And I may never say it to anyone, or I may say, bless them and change me. But those are things I like to practice when I may not feel so neutral towards someone or an event that's occurred. It's a time truly to expand your consciousness and remember the illusion of separateness it's an illusion. We're all connected. Even though the politicians or these other people may not want you to believe that, we are all connected. So I encourage you, this is a very powerful time. Please take a few moments to be quiet, whether that for you might be a walk, it might be just listening to quiet music, or maybe taking a bath, going out in nature. But take those few minutes and please talk with your loved ones. If there's things that need to be said, if there's things that have been hidden under the rug, it's a really wonderful time to share what's in your heart. And please get some sleep. And if you can possibly do some more exercise, this is a really good time. I also invite all of you in your notebook or journal or whatever you have, maybe your iPad, to write down a few intentions you have for the next 6 months. And then as we welcome those eclipses in 6 months, you can see what you've been able to manifest, what's really opened up through your power of intention. I'm so happy you joined me. My next YouTube show, I'll be discussing the planet Saturn, which has gone into the fire sign of Sagittarius. So I'd like to talk about its significance and importance. And because it is a 2.5 year cycle. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful solar eclipse. I look forward to hearing from you. And I'm Astro Coach Amy. Have a great night. Thank you.